Victorian era, often characterized by its elegance and prosperity, was a time of immense cultural, political, and scientific progress. Yet, beneath the polished veneer of respectability lay a darker world of inequality and exploitation. Join us as we delve beyond the facades into the dirty secrets of the Victorian age. To many, the Victorian era is synonymous with grandeur, the opulent ballrooms, the rise of the British Empire, and the stern yet dignified image of Queen Victoria herself. However, this picture-perfect representation obscures the stark realities faced by the working class. In the shadow of sprawling industrial cities like Manchester and London, the poor toiled in dreadful conditions, often for meager wages. Factory workers, including children, endured grueling hours, thick with soot and smoke, with little regard for their safety or health. These so-called dark satanic mills became a symbol of the era's industrial might and its human cost. The class divide was pronounced, with wealth concentrated in the hands of the few while the majority lived in squalor. Slum housing was rampant, packed with families struggling for survival. Streets brimmed with the homeless, and sanitation was an afterthought. The iconic cobbled lanes were often filled with refuse and human waste, giving rise to diseases such as cholera and typhoid. The facade of Victorian cleanliness hid a filthy underbelly steeped in neglect and suffering. Moral and social values in Victorian society were rigid, emphasizing propriety and restraint. Yet behind closed doors, a culture of hypocrisy thrived. With strict moral codes governing public behavior, a clandestine underworld of vice flourished. Brothels operated discreetly, serving an elite clientele, while the less fortunate were cast out into prostitution, often as a means of mere survival. The dichotomy between public virtue and private vice revealed the era's greatest contradictions. Moreover, the Victorian period was marked by a dark fascination with the macabre, a phenomenon evidenced by its Gothic literature and public executions. While literature explored themes of horror, such as in the works of Edgar Allan Poe and Bram Stoker, real-life horrors were palpable. The streets of London became a stage for the infamous Jack the Ripper, whose gruesome acts sent shockwaves across a society grappling with its internal demons. The British Empire's global dominance during the Victorian era was not without its own sinister aspects. Colonial exploitation underpinned the empire's wealth, with resources and labor extracted ruthlessly from colonized lands. Indigenous cultures were oppressed and marginalized, their histories rewritten to fit Victorian ideals of civilizing missions. This imperialist agenda masked a darker legacy of subjugation and cultural erasure. Conclusion: while the Victorian era gifted us with profound advancements and an enduring legacy of art and innovation, it was also a period defined by stark contradictions and social injustices. As we unmask the dark side of this iconic time, we are reminded of the complexities that reside beneath the surface of history. These hidden truths invite us to reflect on our past and recognize the multifaceted layers that shape our modern world.